for you.
Sorry for the audio. Okay, so let me start again. So first of all, welcome again. So let's start Bitcoin technical analysis. As you can see here, on the chart, in the last time the projection was to the upside. Now you can see the result. Okay, perfect, good. But right now we have a problem. Well, Bitcoin has a problem. The seller line is about to be tested. The question is, do you see Bitcoin pumping? No, right, not really. So as I said before, Bitcoin, if this is a real buy signal, I mean a real breakout, yeah, Bitcoin must be right now about 20k, around $20,000, 200, 300 around there. But instead, Bitcoin is just wasting time. So as you can see here, Bitcoin in the last closing, when the chart closed below the MA21, I am looking for continuation, maybe some sideways here, but eventually continuation. Why? Because the seller line is about to be tested, maybe in the next 24 hours today. So when you see the seller line testing here and Bitcoin just is lazy like this, it's doing nothing, well, the projection is gonna be like this, like this. So more sideways, yes, but now the projection is gonna be like this. Maybe not today, maybe in the next 24 hours. So also we have hidden values of variance, as you can see here, from this point and this point. So let me be more clear here. Sorry, let me do that again. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, we have this point and this point and this point and this point. Okay, it's flat. So we have this. It's not strong. No, I mean any close below Right now, the level is very clear. Bulls, they are defending $19,200. Yeah, any close below there, you will see a leg down to $18,800. And well, with the sell signal present here, yeah, something like this. Well, and also today chart with the sell signal present as well, we can start looking for Bitcoin finally breaking the range. In average, Bitcoin likes to stay in sideways between maximum 3 months. So in some point this week or maximum the first week of November, I am looking for the break. And in this case, well, to the downside. Now let's talk about the 2-hour chart. 2-hour chart, well, the time is over as well. Yeah, 2-hour chart, as you can see here, seller line is about to be tested. Actually, for me, it's now at the test. So any close below the MA21 around 19,270 AT around there, you will see a test to, well, 19,700, sorry, 170 AT, and here this is the level. If Bitcoin breaks this level, game over again, and you will see the sell signal firing here in the next 24 hours, something like this, right? So the projection for me is gonna be to the downside. So please don't be aggressive, wait for the confirmation. In my case, I am in short, yes, but it's because I manage my risk properly, okay? So you have problems with your risk management, I think it's better you can wait for the confirmation. I wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin, we see a bounce, a little bit bounce in 1-hour chart. Who cares? Yeah, in my case, right? Because I know that bounce is gonna be just a sell. As you can see here, Bitcoin is losing, actually with this close, is losing the MA55. So, well, potentially we will see a leg down in maybe in the next 24 hours. So let me show you this chart. This chart is very concerning, very, very concerning. Why? Because, well, we have this signal, and this signal is not healthy. There's a line testing here right now, today, and Bitcoin got rejected by the MA21. As you can see, Bitcoin has been rejected since October, all this month by the MA21, as you can see into the chart. So the only thing is missing here is the close below $19,200. Any close below this area, you will see finally continuation and resolution to the downside. With this signal right now here, I can tell you, well, any bounce is gonna be just a sell. I am not looking for more upside, not anymore. The confirmation, as I said before, is the 1-day chart. When you see the finally Bitcoin testing the sell line here, you see a bounce, it's just gonna be a sell, and after that, continuation to the downside. Okay, as I said before, it's better for you. Well, remember, I am a financial advisor. Wait for confirmations. Okay. Now let's continue. We have, let me see the 5-day chart. Do we have a new close? No, we don't have a new close. Let me see. No. So as you can see here, Bitcoin is still here in sideways, here in the lows. So you think this is bullish? No, actually not really. And as you can see here right now, the curve, the slope here is getting more negative here, as you can see here. So same, and you see Bitcoin weekly close, closing below $19,200, 100 around 19K, okay? So we can start looking for something like Cardano. Cardano, actually, I like this pattern for Cardano because it's a very good example. What is this? Cardano was in sideways, as you can see here, sideways, and finally broke to the downside. And this is just continuation, okay? Overall, Cardano is just garbage, and you will see Cardano, I'm expecting around 0.15, 0.10. Not, I didn't say that a few days ago, it's 1 year ago, actually. So, and that is something I'm looking for Bitcoin. Bitcoin is, I mean, the time is I mean, it's bad. It's bad. I could be wrong, yes, but probabilities right now are very low to the upside. So, if just in case Bitcoin can manage and break $19,600 today, for example, today, you will see other test to 20K, and that test for me is gonna be a very good short opportunity, and the reason is because there is no time for more. That's it. Okay, so as you can see, Bitcoin is doing nothing, so altcoins just sideways today, and it's almost the same thing as yesterday. So now Ethereum, what is doing Ethereum? Ethereum is bouncing here, as you can see here, but it's about to test the MA55. So because there is not enough time as well, when you see Ethereum around here, 1400 around there maximum, I think, or 90, yeah, around there, is gonna be just a sell. This is just a friendly continuation. Why? Because the trend is your friend and it's to the downside. Okay, so be careful because all the altcoins now you see some of them green, all of them for me they are a sell. Okay, so let's continue. I'm gonna continue with this P500. Let me see what it's doing because well, it's interesting. Yes, as you can see here, testing the MI55 here, settle line testing here. If you ask me to buy, no thank you, it's not with me. Follow the trend, and the trend is your friend, and the trend is to the downside. Okay, so the question is if with this sell signal we will see potentially this week the SP500 will break the range. If any close below 3,500, you will see capitulation. Actually, that is my expectation. We will see capitulation, something actually massive. The biggest hint here is the monthly. I think the monthly is the most important thing here. Any close below the MI55, 3,500, any close, you will see something like 2008. Okay, so that is the scenario I'm looking for. Of course, no, we have to wait for the close because all the conditions, in my humble opinion, of course, just following technical analysis, we have the same setup or similar, very similar setup as 2008. Okay, especially the Nasdaq. If I show you again, I did it yesterday. Let me show you. Here, the Nasdaq, the only thing is missing here is the break of MI55. After you see the break of MI55, there is nothing to stop the Nasdaq to break to 167, 160 or 70, around there. That will be the first target, and extension to 120. So careful here because if I am right with this, well, all the market will just crash, and maybe something, right? Something will happen in the world, right? A war or something big. I don't know. Honestly, I don't care. Well, about technical analysis, I don't care. Okay, so let's continue with other assets. If you want me to check some altcoins, please let me know in the comments, or a stock or currencies. GB 4-hour chart. Okay, let me see. Okay, this one in 4 hours. For me, it's a sell. Okay, for me, it's a sell. Remember here, no thank you, no thank you, no thank you. Okay, so you can say, okay, to the moon breakout. Well, let's see it, right? Is in 4-hour chart is looking bullish, right? But what is this? Okay, to the moon here because what? Because it's very close to the MI55. No. Here, like this. Okay. There is no time for a breakout. And even if you see a breakout, some candles above this, the MI55, for me, it's just gonna be a sell. So in my case, in very, very short term, I will start looking for shorts. But if I know this asset is in weekly basis, is bouncing with a potential bounce signal here, it's not smart for me to do it, right? In short term, maybe it makes sense. But this is like this, right? You will see this bounce here around 1.20 in the long term, of course, and after that continuation. Okay, because this is a very, very healthy, beautiful downtrend. Let me see the monthly. 5 days we have left for the monthly, so for me it makes sense. It's continuation to the downside. ADX is about 23 level, so for me it's still to the downside. Okay, so let's continue. Gold. Let me see gold. 4-hour chart, right? For me, it's a buy. I mean, I cannot short when the asset is testing the MI55 monthly. Here, well, we have here. What we have here? Let me see. Sell signal in 4-hour chart. Of course, it's bouncing here. This area is the resistance right now here. Actually, this area. And for me, all this area. Remember, it's not a line, it's an area. All this area for me is a sell in very, very short term, of course. As you can see here, we have the MI21 got rejected here. As I said before, in 4 hour chart makes sense to enter in short, maybe yes, but in 1 day chart, of course not. In one day chart, if gold holds this area 160.25 because it's the MA55 in monthly, this is like this, okay? In 1 day chart, of course. Of course, we have to wait for the buy signal here, right? Maybe next week. But anyway, around this area is gonna be the target for me for gold, right? So that's why for me it's not smart to start looking for shorts. Now, what happened with Bitcoin? Bitcoin to the moon, right? Let me see. 1 hour chart. Bitcoin to the moon, you see? Okay, yes, to the moon. Okay, you can say, okay, yes, to the moon. Well, it's a 1 hour chart. For me, it's not very relevant. As you can see here, we don't have bullish divergence. We don't have nothing here. It's just a bounce sideways. Bitcoin reacting from MA55 here in 4 hour chart, but there is no volume, as you can see here. For me, it's not. It's just more sideways, more noise here, like this. Okay. As I said before, for me, any bounce I see for Bitcoin right now is a sell. Is a sell. And usually in the last moment when it's in the sell line here, you will see a bounce. Okay. In my case, as I said before, if I take a loss, I take a loss. I mean, honestly, for me, I don't care. Right now, I am trading in my small account. Honestly, in my case, I close my position today in my main account. Yes, I'm trading with my small account. Why? Because my projection is about to change, maybe in the next 24 hours. So that's why risk management is the most. My position was a 19K exactly here, and I closed my position because of that. Okay, so let's continue. This time I want to check the CME because actually I want to see what is happening in this market. As you can see here, potentially we are going to have a buy signal here in the CME. So if we see this signal, potentially we will see the last bounce for Bitcoin. I'm expecting. In my case, I don't care if I miss it. Why? I mean, in my main account. Why? Because I know that that bounce is going to be just a sell. So let me see here the Friday chart. No. Weekly chart. No, the slope is getting positive, negative here. So continuation to the downside should be like that. Yeah, we don't have bullish divergence. Okay, so let's see. Okay, I don't trust too much in this price action because it's just since 2018, just 5 years, so it's not reliable for me. Okay, so let's continue with other altcoins. Let me see if I can see something interesting here. XRP, for example, XRP in 1 day chart. Okay, 1 day chart. Based on the MA55 here, yes. Well, if this is real, well, the trend is your friend, right? So here I cannot be bearish here. We are gonna see a buy signal soon, maybe a continuation other test to this area, but no more highs. In general, for me, all this is a distribution, and in the long term you will see a breakdown. Weekly chart is clear for me. Monero, we have a buy signal here right now. Here is in sideways, still below the MA55 here. In a couple of days, maybe Friday, you see Monero is even below here around 49, 47. The projection is gonna be like this, okay? So careful here because with this buy signal, Monero is just in sideways instead of pumping, right? Okay, so let's continue. The use dominance. we still have the sell signal present here, but the volume is still healthy actually. Let me see here in 4 hour chart. 4 hour chart, we still have a buy signal present here. Pullback. Honestly, I'm not expecting new lows or something like that. This is just a pullback, and you will see something like this, right? More sideways. Okay, so let's continue. I want to check just the one, for example. The technical analysis, I'm done. It's almost the same as yesterday. So let me see the one here. Bearish divergence. Okay, maybe a potential test to 1,400 around there. Weekly chart. It is looking more toppy right now. Yeah, it will take more time. Okay, but yeah, it's looking toppy right now. The dollar. It's something yesterday I missed this technical analysis in now SP500 is pumping a little bit as I said before. Here in 1 day chart, it's about to test the MI55 maybe today, so careful here because to the moon, right? To the moon. This is a continuation. Solana is trending, so you will see this test potentially here, and after that to the moon. As you can see, everything is in downtrend. Everything is in downtrend. The only thing, the only asset or cryptocurrency I see is in uptrend right now is Quant. I have no idea about this, but for me it is a sell here. So eventually in a couple months, not today, of course, maybe November, December, you will see a pullback around 120. Of course, for me, this is a reversal, okay? I am not saying I am bearish, of course not. For me, if following, of course, my system of trading, this is just going to be a pullback, and after that, this should be like this, continuation, okay? So, let's see. Okay, let's continue with, let me see. Netflix, very good, is doing very good. For me, it's a sell, honestly. Here, this is a sell. Near, let me see, continuation to the downside. I'm looking for $2 actually around there. Microsoft is bouncing here. It's gonna test the MI21 around there, 260, and after that, you will see continuation to the downside, something like this. Matic is doing very good, honestly. It's doing very, very good. I'm not saying it's going to the moon. No. But it's defending very well this area. Very well. It's amazing. Yeah, it's looking very strong. When you see the sell line testing here for Matic, and it's still in sideways here, it's gonna break the MI55, and you will see Matic up around in the long term around $2 again. I don't know what is happening with the Matic, but Matic is looking very strong. Yeah, of course we will have to wait maybe other month, but it's looking very, very good. Of course, the projection right now, I mean this week, is still sideways, downside. Okay, when you see the sell line testing here, yeah, crossing here in maybe 1 month, the projection is gonna change. Okay, so that's why it's not a good timing right now to buy Matic, because also Bitcoin is not looking very healthy. So let's continue. Let me see other. The euro bouncing in weekly chart. In weekly chart, MI21, $1 should be the target. Ethereum Classic. Someone asked me about Ethereum Classic. It's still to the downside, as you can see here. When it was here, I said it's to the downside here. In the long term, I'm looking for $15, of course, around here. In 1 day chart, let me see. We still have the buy signal here. Yeah, maybe a bounce to 27. That is the maximum target I am looking for. $1 euro USD. I think $1 is gonna be the target. Of course, in 1 day chart, MI55. I am looking for a sell. Yes, all this area, $1 around here. $1 is gonna be the area to sell, for selling, of course. So today we will see something green, couple candles green, I think, but in general, the projection is to the downside. Now let's talk about the dollar. In this live stream, I want to share technical analysis in dollar. Why? Because, well, dollar is looking very strong. And let's see. In 1 day chart, of course, it's gonna test the MI55. So, but the trend is your friend, right? So this is just gonna be a trend. See the trend you see here and here, and after that continuation, as you can see here. We don't have better variance. No, we don't have better variance. So this should be just a healthy pullback, and after that you will see continuation. Now let's talk about the weekly chart. Weekly chart is looking more toppy. Yes, it's looking more like it's gonna test the MI21. It's too soon to say it. Why? Because technically speaking, actually the good news is we have better variance here in dollar, but it's looking very strong. Even if I see dollar at 110, for me it's gonna be a buy. So you can see something like this, right? And you will see continuation. The turn is your friend, and this is parabolic. This is parabolic, of course. So I am still looking for 120 as a major resistance in the long term. Remember, the monthly is looking healthy. It's looking healthy. If you want to see a reversal in monthly for dollar, you have to see the monthly. I mean, the next 5 days, you have to see the dollar below 108. If you see the dollar in the next 5 days below 108, you will see the stock market and Bitcoin pumping. Yes, we will see a rally, maybe a couple months, because this is gonna be just reversal. So what I'm saying is, dollar must close like this below 107, 108. Yeah, and in the next couple months you will see the dollar around 100. Yeah, but honestly I don't think so, because this is very strong. I don't see any I don't see signals of weakness in the monthly. So to the moon, still to the moon. Let me see the bi-monthly. Oh my god, no, this is amazing. 120, that is my target. So that means all the bounces you see right now for all Bitcoin, altcoins, the stock market, all of them for me, of course, in my humble opinion, is just a sell. Now, someone asked me about the BNB. What I'm thinking about BNB? Okay, BNB in the monthly is very simple. Any close below 220 in the monthly, you will see capitulation, and the next target will be around 40. Well, is defending very well? Yes. So the problem with BNB is it has a lot of time to see the solid line testing here. Yeah. So don't be surprised if BNB breaks this area, because in some point it looks like it's gonna break it, and you will see major correction for BNB in the long term. Of course, in the monthly, a lot of time. Now let's talk about here the monthly here, bi-monthly here. The monthly is looking it's about to test the settle line here. The only thing is missing here for me to be bullish is I want to see a close about 320. If you see, for example, as an example, right, if the monthly is closing this week about 320, yeah, and settle line testing here, I will start looking for maybe 500, 600 in the monthly. I don't think that is going to happen. Honestly, I don't think so. So as you can see here, weekly chart is more obvious. No way. No way. So we have fresh sell signal here in the weekly chart for BNB. The projection is going to be to the downside. Okay. So eventually, I mean, this is very simple. Any close below 220, you will see capitulation for BNB, and the capitulation should be around $40, 50 around there. For me, that is going to be the area I will start looking for potential long-term right positions. Okay, so well, I don't know, you know, Alex. Yeah, thank you for your message, but I don't know what is. I don't know your experience in the markets, but I guess you know, right? We have three phases in the market, right? We have uptrend, downtrend, and sideways, right? And sideways, it could be consolidation or it could be distribution. So when you see every time, it's like a rule using price action. When you see a big move like this, massive move, it could be in 4 hour, 12 hour, 1 day, whatever. After that, you will see sideways. Sideways, that means the price is gonna be like this, right? For 2, 3, 4 months. It depends on the time frame, right? It could be 1 day. It depends, right? And that the sideways, well, is where you have to take this. You have to trade the next direction, yeah, because it could be sideways, it could be distribution, and it could be consolidation. That's why many YouTubers, they like to do this, right? For example, right? For example, because they don't know how to read price action, just they do this, right? They said, oh, you know, it's impossible to say blah blah blah, and they said this is my triangle here, something like this, right? Something like this, and they will say, hey, to the upside is like this, to the downside is like this, okay? Because they don't know how to read price action. Here, of course, using just price action without doesn't matter the direction of the market, they will be always right. Because when you're doing this, or you see someone doing this, is because they have no idea what they are doing. At least in my experience, of course. So that's why you see usually YouTubers doing this. Okay. So if you know how to read price action, you will understand. Is sideways okay? Yes, of course. Well, I don't consider myself YouTuber. Do you see 1 year and I have just 500 subscribers, so it's just a little bit. I'm happy with that because I am not YouTuber actually. I am very bad YouTuber. But as you can see here, traders, when you make money, is in the right side of the chart, not in the left side. Okay, in the left side, all of us, we are experts. We are the best traders, right? Yeah, we are experts. But in real life, when you make profits, it's in the right side. Okay, so your homework is when you have this price action, you have 2 arrows, right? One to the upside and one to the downside. So your homework is you have to remove one. It could be to the downside or to the upside. For example, here, okay? And that is the most difficult part. Yeah, that's why they like to draw triangles, rectangles, whatever, right? Because they don't know, and they said always, oh no, it's because we don't know, right? We don't know. Okay, yeah, me too. I don't know, but that's why I have a system of trading based on the probabilities. We can say, okay, based on probabilities, we have 2 arrows. Which one? Okay, I'm gonna remove this one, or I'm going to remove this one, right? And after that, you follow your plan. You follow your system of trading, and you manage your risk. If your plan doesn't work, okay, don't worry. You will take your stop loss will hit. That's it, and you will learn and you move on. Okay, that is the thing. So right now here, for example, when Bitcoin was in 2021, here people were calling for 19K, 100K, and after that crash. Here I saw some YouTubers, many YouTubers doing something like this, right? It was impressive how unprofessional they were. Doing something like this, right? Massive triangle like this, and they were saying, you see, the triangle is bullish. You buy here at $60,000. You will be millionaire because Bitcoin will hit 150. You see? And you see all the followers, right? Especially they have 250K subscribers, right? That's why I said it's very irresponsible, unprofessional to do something like that. So what is this? No, to the moon, right? Well, what happened here? You will see some candles here. In here, of course, I was in short, in my case, around $66,000. And in my projection, and I said many times in that time, 2021, and I said, I know for you it's looking very bullish. It's green, right? Beautiful. But this is like this. Yeah. And now you know what happened. Of course, I have all the process of this technical analysis in 2021, in November. But as I said before, that's why I don't follow these kind of things, because in real life, traders, we take losses. But also we learn from that. And the most important thing here is you need to understand, if you want to be good in market, you need to understand in the right side of the market is where you make profits, not in the left side. Okay? So here is when we make profits. So our job as a traders, we have to project the price. Is to the upside or to the downside? You tell me. Yeah, you tell me. For example, right now in my small account, I am in short position at $19,200. 200. Let me see, 255. I am down right now. Okay, so I will be honest with you. Do you think I care? No, I don't care. Why? Because here trading is taking losses as well. I learn from my mistakes, right? But the most important thing here is, doesn't matter you, as long as your losses, they are not big. Of course, if you compare with your profits, it's totally fine. It's an example. You make $10 and you lost $1. Okay. Okay. In total, you made $9. Very good. The most important thing here is risk management. Okay. In my case, I am not worried about this move. Why? Because I did my technical analysis and my projection is, okay, we will see a bounce. Now you can see the bounce. But here is powerful, right? To the moon, right? No. My projection is in the next 24 hours, of course, after we see the sell signal or the sell line testing, following my system of trading, you will see the projection to the downside. So if I am wrong, no problem. Why? Because I have risk management, for example, something like this, right? Something like this, right? Something like this. I don't know. It's an example, right? But always, when you trade futures, you must have a stop loss. Always, always, always. If you don't know what to do, and you just go long or short, and you don't have a plan, well, you will just burn your account. So it's very important, especially your newbies, right? They go long 20x, 50x, 100x. They are just professional gamblers, not traders. Okay. Well, never mind. So let's continue. Oh yes. I mean, let me explain here the dollar. Yes. Let me explain. Okay. About the dollar. Yes, you are right about it. Like, hey, if dollar is toppy, well, maybe Bitcoin is better. Let me explain, okay? What is the dollar here? The dollar. Sorry. Here. You see, it's breaking down here in 4-hour chart. Oh my God, it's very strong, right? 2-0, right? People are very emotional. Yeah. And what is this? It's a test to the MI55 to what? Crash. 0. No, of course not. Okay, but yeah, you know, when people they see red and green, they are very emotional and they feel like, oh my God, right? Okay, let me explain here. One thing is what I said in one day chart. Other thing what I said in the monthly. In weekly chart. And other thing is what I said in monthly, okay? In weekly chart, yes, we can see a pullback. Totally fine. But I need to ask you I want to ask you something. Tell me the trend. Forget about the indicators, okay? Tell me the trend. Is to the upside, to the downside, is in sideways? Tell me. I think no. I know you know, right? It's an uptrend, right? So, because you have a best friend in the markets, and your best friend, the name is the trend, okay? So, you don't fight the trend, okay? If your friend is uptrend, just follow the trend. So, here, shorts to 0. Of course not. No. Watch this. Is an uptrend, right? So, when you see the dollar testing the moving average MA21, right? Well, what happened last time in February 2022? Okay. Continuation. So you will follow the trend as long as the trend is broken. Okay. So any pullback you see here in one day chart, it depends on the time frame you see, is just to the upside. That's it. Okay. Because of this, because it's weekly chart and it's weekly uptrend, how many years it will take to reverse this trend to the dollar? Let's see. Well, last time the dollar in the last uptrend was in 2018, from 2018 to 2020, 2 years. Okay. The last time from 2014 to 2000 reverse the trend. Well, here we can say sideways here. Around here 2050, 1 year, maximum 3 years. Here, let me see in weekly chart here. From this point, 2008, and major pullback, well, 1 year. From this point, 2009, and around 1 year. So this trend, as you can see here, started in June 2021. Yeah, in 2021 here, October 2021 started here, and right now after 1 year, well, the trend is still strong. And the reason is simple, because this trend is not just the weekly chart, it is the monthly, is the bi-monthly, as you can see here, is 3-month chart, and is 6-month chart. So what I'm trying to say, let me explain. The dollar for many years, at least all this area is in area consolidation, all this area consolidation. Okay, in the long term, technically speaking, we will see a test here. Okay, I hope to be wrong with this technical analysis, my friend, because this is gonna be bad for all the countries, all like they have a very strong relationship with the dollar. Okay, in the long term. Usually the first test, you will see a pullback here. Sorry. Usually the first test to this box, yeah, you will see a pullback. And this one people will say, oh, you see the bottom is in, Bitcoin, the bottom is in, blah, 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 blah. And to the moon, yeah, bull market, new ATA, right? Something like that, yeah? But remember, the trend is your friend. What is the trend? Here, you see? And after that, continuation to the upside, you see? And that is the problem. The dollar, in many time frames in the monthly, is an uptrend, okay? And in 6-month chart, the trend is just started, okay? So that's why I am looking for a multi-year bear market where we are gonna see major rallies. Yes, of course. We will see Bitcoin bouncing a couple, thousands, yes. But in general, as long as the dollar in higher time frames is bullish, any pullback you see is just an opportunity to go long in dollar, okay? In my personal opinion. For example, here, there is a variance, yes, but it will take maybe a couple of years to see this, okay? So the worst scenario for all the currencies is if the dollar, for example, this year breaks 120. If you see the dollar breaking 120 this year, 2023 is gonna be horrible, because if we see higher time frames, where is the resistance? 120. So is 110 the resistance? No. Is 111 the resistance? No. Is 106 the resistance? No. The resistance is where is the confluence using just price action, right? So this area, around this area, and the support is in this area. You see, is 100. If you want to see a reversal in the dollar must break 100. And it close 100, you will set our test to 90, and breaking 90, yes, to 0 you want, okay? Using just price action. So, as you can see here, for me, the dollar is in a massive consolidation here, where the resolution of this consolidation is gonna be if we see 120 broken. Now, you want an example? Yes, we have an example with the cryptocurrencies. USD dominance. USD dominance, what happened with the USD dominance? Let me show you. USD dominance was in sideways for 2 years. Yeah, here, as you can see here, where the top was 4.50, 4.50, 4.50, and the lows was 2.60, 2.60, 2.60. After we have this box for 2 years, since 2020, and finally we have the breakout here in 2022. So what happened here? This is a monthly breakout. So if you are expecting here just in 6 months this asset is gonna reverse, no. When you see this kind of massive consolidations in months, you can expect at least years, 2-3 years, where the dollar or USD dominance is gonna be just parabolic because there is no resistance. Tell me what is the resistance here? There is no resistance, you see? Your imagination, right? There is no resistance here. So the question is, where the dollar in USD dominance is gonna stop? I don't know. Because there is no resistance. So as long as the structure is still bullish in dollar, I cannot be long-term bullish for Bitcoin in USD dominance. So if I want to be bullish on Bitcoin, I need to see 6% in the monthly, destroy it here, this low here, using just price action. And after that, yes, to the moon you want for Bitcoin, 1 million if you want. But it will take a long time. So the question is what we can do. Well, it depends on your time frame, right? If you're an investor, well, you can use DCA and you can be in red 70% right now, like many people using DCA in crypto. Or you can wait for the confirmation. Maybe you will not catch the bottom, but at least you will take the ride. For example, here, Bitcoin right now is bouncing here to the moon, right? Usually it's like that when Bitcoin is about to the center line here, because right, to the moon, yeah, and here is like this, right? People will say it. But in my case, I am looking for potential bull trap right now information, and you will see continuation to the downside, okay? So that's why in the very short term, maybe you can expect, yes, we will see some green candles, yes, but in the long term, if I am right with my technical analysis, we are facing a multi-year, maybe not bear market, but maybe we will not see the rallies we saw in 2024 for some years. And that is the conclusion I got, I mean, sometime. I think a couple of weeks ago. Yeah. So right now here in the total two, for example, for altcoins, right? Because right, people, they like to invest in altcoins. First of all, remember, I am not financial advisor, right? All the things well, after all, you're right. Maybe I am YouTuber. I have no idea what I'm saying. So here, first of all, here, let me show you. Okay. In 2018, when Bitcoin was, when you use the dominance, when the total market cap for altcoins was testing the center line here in 2019, what was doing the price? The volume. Amazing, right? Amazing. So we saw a pullback in 2020, testing the MI55, and after that, one of the major rallies in the history of cryptocurrency, right? Like this, right? Perfect. Now what we have here? We have the same condition, right? The center line is testing here right now, here in curve, but it's holding the MI55. It's strong. It's not strong, but at least it's above. Okay, now the game is very simple. If you see this month, a red candle here below here, well, you will see continuation. Continuation, and the next target is gonna be terrible. I mean, in the monthly, I didn't talk about this in my prediction for Bitcoin, but using just price action, tell me, what is the support here? Do you think this is support? This is not support. Okay, using just price action. When I say just price action, is because you ignore all the indicators and you see the confluence in all the candles. So where is the confluence? Tell me, where is the confluence? Is here? Is here? No, right? It's not here. No. So where is the confluence? The confluence starts around here. Okay. And that is my conflict, because if this is real, the bottom, well, Bitcoin did very well, because even with the inflation, recession, all the things you can imagine, Bitcoin just crashed 70%. Amazing performance. Much better than 2018, because in 2018, Bitcoin crashed, let me show you. In Bitcoin crashed from here in this bear market, Bitcoin crashed 86%. But right now here, you are telling me, with all the conditions we have potential recession, we have inflation, we have many things, and also we have key levels broken in so many indicators. You are telling me Bitcoin, the bottom is here. It's very hard to believe, right? So that's why I am skeptical. Of course, I'm not saying Bitcoin, the bottom is not here. Of course not. Maybe yes, right? But based on probabilities, I don't think so. Okay, right now Bitcoin is moving. Yeah. Let me guess. It's green, right? Powerful here to the moon, here and here. to 1 million, right? Let's see tomorrow. Okay, but I want to tell you here all this area, at least in the short term, right? Maybe I could be wrong. For me, it's just a very nice sell opportunity. In for shorts, of course. So let's see, because for me, even if we see Bitcoin at 20K in the last moment, because there is no time in one day chart to see more upside, for me, I will be happy to take a loss, and I will open another short here, and I will recover eventually, of course, my loss. I think that's it, guys. That's it. Okay, I hope everything what I said here, maybe you could find is useful for you. I don't know. So if you have any requests, please let me know in the comments. Okay, and I think that's it. Bitcoin today is green, right, to the moon. I will be very careful. Okay, very, very careful with this price action. Okay, thank you guys for watching, and see you tomorrow.